Hello all and welcome back to Kreos Gaming. I'm continuing my UVHM Newb series in Borderlands 2, in which I'm running a Jacob's Weapon Allegiance 0 through Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. Now, I have not been in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode for any length of time.
I got them, you need them.
With any other character, so the goal here is to just play through Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. I won't be doing any farming. There are specific weapons that drop or have a higher drop chance from specific enemies.
Could I have a refund, please? This gun doesn't seem to work.
I don't know. Looks like it works to me.
Sorry about that. Hadn't realized I hadn't been here before.
Haven't found anything good? My weapon machines will fix that for you.
Anyway, as I was saying, I'm not going to be doing farming for specific weapons. What drops, drops. And I'm only going to be using Jacob's weapons. Shields, and just weapons are what I'm limiting. Shields, mods, Allegiance relics, that kind of thing. Everything else will be whatever I can find that I want to keep using. So, last session, I did the Assassinate the Assassins quest. That was passable. It wasn't the best run in the well, let me make sure I don't need any ammo. Best run in the world. It was successful eventually. Was quite a few deaths as I learned what was going on. So what I'm going to do this session is I'm going to go hunt the Firehawk for that quest. Before I do that, it's common in videos like this one to show one's spec, and this is my spec. I also realized that when I'm doing this, I'm expecting that you're more familiar with Borderlands, and this tells you something. So in one of these videos later, I'll probably go through what each of these is, just so folks who aren't familiar with Borderlands can have that. And then Bar is Badass rank, and that's something where you have the ability, if you redeem a token, to increase particular stats. My bar is on, but I have not redeemed any tokens with any of my characters, and bar crosses characters, so any advantage you get to it goes to all your characters. I've just been playing vanilla. Alright, so off to hunt the Firehawk, and I've been posting these videos on the Gearbox.
Firehawk should be around here somewhere. Stay alert. That's weird. The Bloodshot Bandit clan seems to be attacking the Firehawk's lair. They've probably left landmarks for their reinforcements. Those should lead you to the Firehawk. That or just follow the screaming.
Okay. So, I've been posting these videos to the Gearbox forums because, for a number of reasons. One,
Step off, Vault Hunter. This is between the Bloodshots and the Firehawk. Once my boys bring his ass back to me, he's gonna pay for every Bloodshot he killed. We're gonna string him up from his own freaking intestines.
Well, that was needlessly graphic.
so one, there's a...
Ghosting.
Don't worry, Shotty. I'm fine. You're gonna wish we never met. Ah, damn it!
There is a
It's over.
forum post that is, what did you do in your most recent playthrough? And that forum post has been informative to watch what other people have been doing. And when my wife and I play, I'll just post, hey, these two characters went out and did something, and it'll just be a brief description. But the other reason is the folks on the forums are very helpful. So I have been getting feedback on each of the quests that I've been... crud. So glad shotguns can crit. Because crits are where the bulk of my damage comes from.
I move for the kill.
Ah, I missed. Grab it. Run away! And slag it.
You crank shaft!
Ah, dang it. So I ought to be able to, there we go, kill that guy without having to worry about anything. So one of the pieces of advice I was given is to try to ensure that you've always got that 0 sitting on top of somebody's head, because that's death mark. And I think this pauses it in single player. In multiplayer it does not. And death mark's coming from this skill here. If you melee something, you get death mark. And then Death Blossom down here also applies death mark. But it increases damage from all sources by 80%. Which isn't a lot. Slag triples your damage. So slag is doing more. But death mark is at least helpful. So to not use death mark is to essentially seriously hamper your damage output. And so it's a good idea to just have it up at all times. And that's one of the things somebody mentioned about my prior session, was that they thought I was severely hampering my damage output by not keeping death mark up. And they're right, and that definitely went a lot faster. So that's been helpful. The other thing
This is unusual. The Firehawk has harassed the Bloodshots for some time, but they have never mounted such a large-scale assault on the Firehawk before. I wonder what's given them such confidence.
Keep going, Bloodshots! That demonic thing will rue the goddamn day it messed with us! We're gonna make the Firehawk choke to death on his own feces!
Dude. Ew.
Meh. Okay. So, the other thing that was suggested is that one shot, one kill, which is over here, means you get another 60% damage from the first shot coming out of a magazine. So making sure you're on that first shot when possible means that you're going to be doing more damage. So those are kind of things I'm trying to adjust. Oh, see, these guys, I don't know how much I care about getting this up, because I know that I can kill them with without it. Generally, if I can get 2 crits from my shotgun at close range, I don't really have anything to worry about. Now, I have a very strong dislike for spider ants. They can be hard to crit sometimes. And the odd thing is, well, nobody seems to care about my existence yet. So we'll let the spider ants and these guys start fighting one another. And I'll just kind of work out to clean up who's left afterwards. Alright, so I have been noticed. I was wondering if that would happen. Alright, reload, so I've got 1 shot, 1 kill. Alright, you've come to say hello. Switch to a shotgun, because I'm just going to walk up behind you and shoot you in the crit spot, which didn't work. I hadn't realized they were armored on the back like that, too. That's going to be an issue.
Your eyes
Let's do this
deceive
again.
you.
Now the other thing is that kunai do their own, do a decent quantity of damage on their own. Okay, so I did get a crit there. Alright, so that was successful. Okay, let's see here. So my
weakness is now known to me.
philosophy here is pretty well just, no, that was a waste of kunai. Now the other thing, sorry, there's a lot of noise. I've got speech up.
Stop it! Just die already!
Because narration comes from speech too. But
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill.
Goliaths are horribly talkative. So, unfortunately, when you're near them, even though I've got sound effects down so that shooting isn't too loud, there's speech. Okay, so not just Goliaths, but these guys too. Oh, come on.
How hilarious. You just set off my
So I'm gonna kill this guy first,
Your death approaches.
because you, other than fire, don't actually concern me. Oh, that's a badass Goliath. That's gonna be, well, not necessarily a problem, just something I need to be careful of.
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all.
So part of the problem, dang. Now on the right side, he's distracted by the. We'll get some slag out. Get everybody to take more damage. See if I can get Boar. Boar was successful, and now we've got him dead too. That worked. Alright, what do you drop? Come on. Nah. Alright. So yeah, because speech is high, and because Goliaths and Nomads talk way, way too much, it means that if I'm in fights with them, it's going to be hard to be heard, unfortunately. So I do apologize for that, but I want to leave the narration and other events that occur over the echo audible to people. So I don't want to turn speech down any more than I have because of that. So
Run!
Bow to my weaponry.
So if you shoot, ow. Uh-oh. Am I gonna go?
No.
Okay, so I have to kill you.
Fool.
Success.
Goodbye.
Now, I should have slag up. Ow. Okay, so unfortunately, I was hoping that Boar was going to do a lot more damage through the Goliath into this guy, and it didn't.
Stealth.
So instead...
Stop it!
Now, the other thing about deception is it doesn't just let me throw kunai and make me invisible, but the longer you're in deception, the higher a buff to damage you get. And so there's that little sound you hear at the end of deception, and that sound means
You
that...
think the Firehawks got rolling, huh? You know, I heard the Firehawk liquefies bandits and drinks them like flesh smoothies.
I never
I'm
stop
sure you bet
until
that
they
Roland's
fly.
just fine. Of course, if Roland hadn't been such a dumbass in the first place, he wouldn't... Whoops! Almost spilled the secret.
The blood tastes just pleasure and pain.
Fine. Punk. Okay, so there's that little sound you hear at the end of deception that lets you know it's coming close to an end, so you're in the higher amounts of damage. Alright, now I have been having terrible luck with badass psychos. Oh, so we'll see how this goes. So he's already slagged.
A new instrument waiting
Oh,
for
come
a
on.
sonata that I will conduct. Stealth.
Okay, so I can hit them, but it's so not worth waiting. Oh, bandit. And they'll be good to sell. Alright, so that wasn't bad. There is another one coming.
I disappear.
Alright. Okay. So that's one of the issues with them, is their range is actually really good. So even if you're... Oops. Crap, where am I? Even if you're invisible, you're at risk of getting hit because they have a really wide...
Time to go to work.
And you say you're not a professional. Oh, I'm so good.
Ow.
Yes. No.
Really wide impact zone.
I'm almost done.
Dang it. And even their thrown stuff hits really hard. Okay.
Get ready for bad touch.
Come on.
I want all the hurt.
So I think I may have killed that guy with kunai because I wasn't hitting very well. Bandit, don't care. And I'm almost out of grenades. Let's see here. Is there ammo crates that I haven't opened? No, just a cash crate that I'm not going to worry about. Okay. So it seems like what I'll probably be able to do in this series is get one quest done per video because I'm moving really slow. It's unfortunately just kind of a side effect, but alright. As my aim improves against moving targets, because, like, for example, the Pyro Psycho...
Let me explain something. Even if you do rescue Roland from this Firehawk guy, the Crimson Raiders ain't exactly along for this world. You know what? I think you deserve a little hint. My secret involves your pathetic resistance dying, and me laughing.
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill.
Crap. I did that poorly. Come on. So spider ants have their crit spot on the back part, and I don't remember insect biology well enough or anatomy well enough to remember if that's the thorax or not. Anyway, so that's where their crit spot is. They have the shields on the front of their head, but the smaller ones you can usually shoot over the shield on the front of their head.
I disappear.
Too. He bent over, which was a problem. Put his crit spot. Oh, I hadn't realized I could shoot through that. Almost there. Don't. Jerkish. I was supposed to be able to crit you and then hit the other guy via... That's a grenade. Via bore. So bore means my shot goes through
The true world revealed.
my current target.
Weakness is now
So
known
I'm
to
going to
me.
miss the bonus.
Time to go to work.
Alright. So Boris goes through one target and it hits another behind it for more damage. So I was hoping the Nomad was going to stay standing so that I could bore through a crit into... Yeah, I'm not going to shoot the fire thing. Alright, let's see if I can... What do I have? Am I going to get...
Precision.
Nice. That works. So they don't have infinite spawns. They do have a limited number that will appear, but they're going to appear as I proceed through the level. So what I'm trying to do...
Bend over and
You've seen me. Okay. That's fine.
Fear my skills.
That works. Okay, I'd like to stay high. There are going to be some that spawn from those doors. Excuse me, over there. Now we've got that guy coming. So we'll let him.
I disappear.
Crit him as well. Alright. Okay. So I'm gonna... Good. Slagged him.
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools you all. I move for the kill.
So he's slagged, so's he. I wanted to take it. Ow. Take advantage of the fact that he was slagged. Now he's not. So let me reload so that I can do as much damage as possible here.
Ouch.
Crit him.
You look held on to me.
Precision.
So I now need a target to use a transfusion grenade on. So that it'll hopefully slag him too. And it did.
Mr. Scoggles.
So that works. Okay, so somebody's got an explosive weapon.
The true world revealed. Weakness is now known to me.
This is gonna be bad.
Time to go to work.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quit making me work. Disgusting! You idiots can't tell a person from a hologram.
Okay. This is gonna be a problem. I need to move. Ow. Ow. Okay, that was a mistake.
Shields are down, you bitch! Get
Okay.
'em, boys!
Where's my health? Okay.
3 time over!
I expected that to do more damage. To recover me more health than it did.
Where it come from?
I was gonna say they're not gonna line up to let me.
Or die!
Okay, so this guy's gonna be a problem if I can't.
Hunks
Well,
time!
nope, looks like he's not gonna follow me, so that'll work. Come out here, run. Where is he?
No!
That works. Okay. Oh, crap. That's bad. Okay, so these guys are loot midgets. They give better loot than other things. The trouble is, they're tough as nails. So, and they move too flippin' much, says I. Alright, so I say they're tough as nails and then he dies really easily. But I have been killed by loot whatevers, because there's loot midgets, there's of different types. It's not just the psychos or Goliaths. There's also loot loaders and other things that are really tiny. Alright, so usually they drop good loot. Sometimes. This time that guy didn't really drop anything useful, which is fine. Health, money, those are useful. So I was wrong when I said they didn't really drop anything useful. They did drop some. He did drop some little bit of use, but I was hoping for gear. They're good sources of gear often. All right, so this next part is going to be 2 more badass psychos,
This is
which
it. The
again is going
Firehawk's
to be a
hideout.
problem.
Be careful, friend. There are bound to be traps everywhere.
So that probably was a waste of that shotgun shot.
No!
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Woo! Didn't move in time. Well, that's probably going to be a death, I don't think. Well, if he just sits there... No, you're not supposed to move. Okay, so I got lucky. He decided he was going to just sit right next to me, and if he had decided instead that he was going to move, that would have been a problem. So this time... I'm gonna...
See? Traps.
Oh,
Don't let that
wow.
happen to you.
That was unexpected.
I am ready.
That's, yeah, I had mentioned before that they have quite the range, and that's what I was talking about. Oop, avoid the fire because I take more damage just because. And I'd really rather not die to fire when there's no opponents around. On the bright side, I am almost to, whoops, where we meet the Firehawk. On the downside, the fight with the Firehawk is an enclosed area with continuous spawns of enemies. She helps, but
The sound of those earthquakes marks my drills getting closer and closer to the vault.
so being
That's the
able
sound of progress, baby.
to control the flow of combat has been a big part, and I'm about to lose that ability, and that's going to be a problem. And my sniper rifle isn't as useful in
Welcome to Dr. Zed's Portable Clinic.
long range.
What can I
That
get
is
for
not a
you?
better shield.
See you real soon, I'm sure.
That is not... Well, what am I even using?
Set up.
I'm using cooldown rate and velocity. So I'm using cooldown rate because being able to go into deception is a big part of being successful
No getting away
in
from us!
Ultimate Vault Hunter mode.
Sup? How you doing? The bandits call me the Firehawk.
Yeah, yeah.
My name's Lilith.
Come on.
I'm with the Raiders, like you. I keep the bandits in line so Roland can focus on taking down Jack. Anyway, long story, lots of internal bleeding. Could you help me up?
Come on. There we go.
Oh, I need a pick-me-up. Get me some iridium, will ya? I should have some in one of my strong boxes.
Can you tell I've done this before?
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Give it here?
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Alright. Oh, here we go. I did not buy a grenade. That was foolish. Now, there is ammo boxes
thanks.
down there, and I
Guess you're looking
think
for
there's some
Roland,
ammo
huh?
up there,
He's
so...
not here. The Bloodshots grabbed him. Made him cocky, too. They never came after me this hard.
They're in here! Get them!
Now the real fun begins. I'll see if I can't phase blast a few of them for you.
Now, she can be helpful. Oh, crap. The problem is, she also knocks people back, so... you weren't even slagged? Bastards! Grab it.
Here, grenade. Your eyes deceive you. An illusion
Let's see if I can get
fools you
Boar to
all.
help me out here.
I move for the kill.
Nope. Frickin' A.
Kick your baby! I just need a new dope. That was my piece of cake! I wonder if I plants you in the ground!
Fear my
Alright,
skills.
so got him with that crit. Crit him, but it wasn't enough to be... So I don't want to stay close to them. I'm waiting for that. Okay. Where is...
Hit me! Now!
Okay. You asked for it. Oh, crap. So normal psychos usually don't bother me, so long as I can get a nice crit. Because I can do enough damage. That was nice.
Alright over there?
Yep, doing fine. Okay. So I will eventually
Your eyes deceive you. An illusion fools
get
you
a
all. I move for the kill.
Keep it up, kid.
skill that will allow me to increase my cooldown rate on my ability. Oh, Boar worked out well there. That was nice. Okay, so I was going to say I will eventually get an ability that increases my cooldown rate when I get a kill.
The true world revealed. Weakness is now known to me. Time to go to work.
I wonder if I could.
Nice shot.
So I'm using a shotgun a lot just because everything kind of wants to be close. What are you even
Get
attacking?
some ammo. This ain't over yet.
Of course it's not. So I'm using a shotgun a lot because there's a lot of things that want to be close, and I'm gonna do better, whereas other
Bring me
weapons...
a bucket, and I'll show you a bucket. Come, no. Good. No.
Arg.
Good.
The
Ghosting.
more you shoot them,
Well
the
done.
more you shoot them, the worse their aim gets. Which ends up
I am gonna
come
make
on,
hammocks from your
being
eyes.
a problem.
Hell yeah.
So I shouldn't be focusing on him. Switch back to the shotgun for this guy. What do we got? We got another shooter. I'm taking damage from him, so I've got to come save him. Dang. Oh, come on. A little bit. We're good. Oh, man. Crappy. How about you?
Mommy, where are you? If I can take it, I love.
Come on. Where are my trans...
Howdy, boys.
Okay, so I'd thrown a transfusion grenade. I am very annoyed that it... Alright, I'm gonna go down. Maybe. Can I get another crit on this guy? Not. No, he's gonna move too much. I don't think it resets it. I think it'll save my progress. I know that in multiplayer it does. It's just I'm not sure here. Okay.
I disappear. Unworthy opponents.
So I was too close to him. Crap. Crap, crap, crap.
Miss me.
Alright, it'll be up here shortly, and
The
go.
true world revealed. Weakness is now known to me. Time to go to work.
Alright. Okay. Another one of you, huh? Alright, that's fine. Come on. Run, 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 jump.
I vanish.
There we go.
Keep it up, kid. You're doing great.
Ow. Okay, so there's a bad at.
Move.
I am so hosed. Come on. So if I can get within range, I can... Yeah. So he kept running away, which means I couldn't hit him melee. Can't melee him, can't apply death mark. Can't apply death mark means I'm doing reduced damage. He's already getting reduced damage because he's armored, so I do death damage with bullets. And because I'm using Gigay Cups, I don't have a corrosive weapon. Alright. Yeah, give me more grenades.
Nothing like a goat hound.
So the appearance of the
Ghosting.
badass was definitely a problem. Running into fire, especially from a slag weapon, is a really dumb idea. Unless I can kill the guy with the weapon.
Well done.
Drop another transfusion grenade to try and get health and to try and slag. Keep running in circles till this is up. See if I can't kill this guy. Wonder, there, my transfusion. Still gonna go down.
You can't handle me.
There's my transfusion. Come on. That's up. See if I can't bore a little bit. Crit him. Okay, so he's still got a shooter. Yeah, I'm still low on health, which means if I lose... Alright. So I should have some transfusion trails coming here in a second. There we go. You're slagged, so I need to prioritize shooting you in the face. Stay slagged. No, don't run. Come on. A little bit more. There we go.
Hilarious. You just set off my trap card. Your death.
Nice shot.
Alright, so that gives me bore, which was useful. You're not slagged, but you are... Yeah, that's bad. So I'm gonna go down again. No. Yeah, forget it. Alright, so charging him to try and take advantage of the small amount of time that was left on Deathmark was foolish. Even though I was able to get a decent shotgun shot, there was too much movement going on, too many other things that just reduced the effectiveness of what I'd done. I should have known better, but whatever. Alright, the other thing I did wrong, I think, was trying to run back and forth too much. I should have picked a fighting location, found cover when available, and gone with that, and I think I probably would have done a lot better.
I'll blow you into chunks.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
How you doing over
Since
there?
they're not really paying attention to me too terribly much, I would have had more flexibility. I was just worried about getting overwhelmed.
Nice shot.
Now my problem is... So I think there's supposed to be more, but maybe I have to kill this guy first. So I'm going to take advantage of the reprieve and go a little bit slower in what I'm doing. Alright. Are there more?
Watch out, badass psychos.
Yep, there's more. Okay. Hate badass psychos. Reload the shotgun so it does as much damage as possible. Toss that up.
Doing all right over there?
Such good pain.
Ow. I really... There. So, now... Oh, no, no, no. No running away. I need you to stay close so I can shoot you. And now you're not slagged. Bastard. Ah! So close. So, still dying too much. Alright, I might be trying to get too close because I'm trying to use the shotgun, trying to get crits on the badass psychos, and maybe that's a bad idea.
I disappear.
So if I were using some other weapon, maybe I'd be in better shape, because I'd be hitting from farther away. I mean, that's... Alright, so let's see if I can't bore. So I... Ow! Lilith, you're in the flippin' way. Okay, so yes, I could bore. It did kind of help. So the other problem with Ultimate Vault Hunter mode is they...
Time to go to work.
Oh, come on, I bored and didn't deal. Ah, hell. Grenade. Alright, so he's dead. Now I need this... he threw.
What is next?
I got your back.
I wanted the grenade to hit to get the transfusion, but I think I'm done now. Yeah. Alright.
Well,
Grab the iridium.
that was
I'll get it
fun.
done.
Feeling tapped out though. Could you give me
Another hunk of iridium.
Sure, I can get you another hunk of iridium.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Give it here.
Sure. Okay, so that was not great. Getting up to there went much better than the first session, or the
Thanks.
last session did. The badass psychos were a pain, a whole lot of running in circles trying to avoid them, and then I got hit by one of their axes when they threw it.
Yeah. Since the vault opened, my siren powers have been getting a little awesome. Thanks to this iridium stuff. No idea why. Now, let's talk about rescuing my boyfriend.
Alright then. Thank you.
Well, ex-boyfriend.
That's not gonna help.
Before the Bloodshots grabbed him, Roland was getting intel on the vault and what Jack plans to do with it. You have to find him. I gotta head back to Sanctuary, keep the city in one piece while Roland's away. But first, I'm gonna teleport you into the Bloodshot stronghold. That's where they're keeping Roland. You'll catch him by surprise and have a real advantage. It'll be great. Hold still.
Okay.
I just moved you like 10 feet.
Didn't I? Sorry. I'm still getting used to this. Reminds me though, Bloodshot Stronghold is full of real tough customers. You might want to train a bit before you take them on. You're doing good out there, by the way. Keep it up.
Okay, so that's done. I'll get myself back to Sanctuary, sell off the equipment that I've looted that I don't need, and after the next one, we'll go drive over to Bloodshot Stronghold. Now, I've played this a number of times, so I already know that I won't actually be entering Bloodshot Stronghold yet, but I will make that, so I don't, anyway, reason I said that, explosive, but it loses slag. We'll see what happens. I wasn't getting as much health as I would have liked from the slag transfusions these times, but maybe I'll find more slag transfusions somewhere else. For right now, we'll see how it goes. If it's more important to do damage than it was to gain life, I'll just switch back to the slag grenade, and I'll not. Let me just buy health since I'm here. I guess I could do this in Sanctuary, but none of this was Bandit, or excuse me, Jacobs. So none of it. I want to keep the slag. Matters. Cool.
Stay alive out there.
Nope, I want Sanctuary. So I just prefer starting in Sanctuary to starting anywhere else. Granted, it means I have to start.
Killer. I'm back in Sanctuary. Be
That
careful.
makes two
the
of us.
Bloodshots have camped out all around the dam. You'll want to get a vehicle to soak up some bullets for you.
Glorious guns.
So that's a Jacobs Wild Rifle. How does it compare? Lower damage, lower accuracy, better everything else. Meh. Damage and accuracy are kind of what I prefer. Alright. Thanks all. I'll see you next time.